negative number exception. This negative number exception, it is not there in Java library. We are creating user defined. Okay. All exceptions are classes in Java. So this exception also we are creating like a class. We are going to create the exception. We are going to throw the exception. We are going to handle the exception. Everything we are going to do. With that, you'll get a complete clarity about exception handling. Okay. Now this is you are going to see. We'll compile the program like this. We'll execute the program like this. If the number is positive number, cube. The number is negative number, exception. Okay, this is our task. Now, this is our task. Yeah, 1 minute. Java P command I'll show you before going to this. Many people are asking. Say, at the command prompt, suppose if you write Java P, java.lang.string. Suppose if you write like this, if you are getting error, Java P is not recognized as an internal or external command or operable batch program, something. Say, when it will come this, that one you observe. Here, one path required. This path, if I delete, that error comes. Now you observe. I'll open the command prompt. Say Java P, java.lang.string. If I type, see, you are getting error. Java P is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program, or batch file. What system saying? This command is not recognized, and it is not a batch file also. Batch files also directly executed. So it is not a command. It is not a batch file. It is showing error. So it is not an internal command. It is not an external command. It is not an operable program. It is not a batch file. That's what we are getting error. Here, why we are getting this error is this Java P command. It is not available in C drive. It is available in Java software. Where is that? You see. File Explorer, C drive, program files, Java folder, JDK folder, bin folder. Here, if you scroll down, here you observe Java P. Java P is here. Okay. Even Java C, Java, see, Java C, Java P, Java Doc, jar. These are JDK tools. These are JDK tools, Java Development Kit tools. Java Development Kit tools. These all tools are the part of bin folder. Here, you observe, it is bin folder, binary files. And these files are available in JDK folder. Version may be different in your system, but here in my system, 17 is there. Like while teaching 21, I'll update this one with 21 features. I'll explain up to 21. Java, program files, C drive. Now, Java P command available in bin folder, that is available in JDK folder, that is available in Java folder, that is available in program files, that is C drive. Suppose if we enter into this folder, if you write Java P, it works. Now you observe. We have to enter into this folder. CD program files. See program files. CD Java. CD JDK 17.0.5. CD pin. Here. Here if you type Java P, it works. Java.lang.string. Without path only working. Okay. That means in this location, if you write, it works. Because in that location only it is present. In that location only present, that's what working. But you try to write in other location. Suppose here you type, it will not work. You type in other location. Here, it doesn't work. Only in that location it works. Because that is present in bin folder. Now, in other drive, see, it doesn't work. Now, where it is in bin folder. In bin folder only works. In other location, error comes. In everywhere, if you want, you need to set the path. That is path setting. Now, done. Permanent path setting for JDK tools. 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 First step, open File Explorer. First step, open File Explorer. Permanent path setting. First step, open File Explorer. Next step, right click on this PC. First step, open File Explorer. Second step, right click on this PC. Third step, click on Properties. Open File Explorer, right click on this PC, click on Properties, click on Advanced System Settings. Click on Advanced System Settings. Click on Advanced System Settings. Click on Advanced tab. Click on Environment Variables button. Okay. First, open File Explorer. Right click on this PC. Click on Properties. Click on Advanced System Settings. Click on Advanced tab. Click on Environment Variables button. Is it over? See. Whatever I given, I'll show you up to here. You observe. See, first open File Explorer. File Explorer. This is File Explorer. Right click on this PC. Click on Properties. Here. Click on Advanced System Settings. Here. Click on Advanced tab. Click on Environment Variables button. Okay. After getting this dialog box, click on Path Variable. Click on Edit button. If the path variable is exist, you have to select path variable, click on Edit. Suppose path variable not there, click on New. Now note. If the path variable exists under user variables, then select the path variable and click on Edit button. If the path variable exists under user variables, then select the path variable and click on Edit button. If the path variable exists under user variables, then select the path variable and click on Edit button. If the path variable exists under user variables, then select the path variable and click on Edit button. See, path variable is there. I selected. I clicked on Edit button. Then click on New button. Type the following URL. Type the following path. Click on New button. Click on New button. Type the following. See, I am typing in my system, whatever is there, that version I am typing. In your system, whichever version is there, that version you have to type. Version name different. This is C drive program file Java JDK 17.0.5. Maybe in your system, this is other version will be there, remaining same. Type the following: C drive program files Java JDK bin. Version number may be different. Version number may be different. Okay. Now, type the following. After that, click on OK buttons. 3 times OK buttons will be there. That's what I'm giving. Directly OK buttons I'm giving. Click on OK buttons. Click on OK buttons. This is a path setting for JDK tools. Nothing but Java P. Java P, Java, Java C. If any path work, if any JDK tool is not working, this is you have to set. Java C also, Java P also, Java also, launcher also, something, many jar also. Any JDK tool, this is a path. That's what I given here. Permanent path setting for JDK tools. It is not only for Java P. Java also not working, use this. Java C also not working, use this. Java P also not working, use this. In further advanced Java, jar also not working, use this. That's what heading JDK tool. All JDK tools, same path. Okay. Now, already written notes, just you observe. Once you observe, I'm going to set, you observe. Once again, you observe. Whatever I given, see. First of all, first step, open File Explorer. Open File Explorer. Here, search bar, you can type File Explorer. This is File Explorer open. It is File Explorer. In this File Explorer, here, this PC will be the right click. Right click. In this, if whenever you right click, here, properties appears. Properties. That click on properties. Right click on properties. Here, advanced system settings. Okay. Advanced system setting. Maybe in your system somewhere here also may appears. Some other location also may appears. That depends upon operating system. Windows 11, Windows 10, somewhat different will be there. Advanced system settings. If we click here, this dialog box comes. After getting this dialog box, here, tabs also sometimes maybe other tab will be there. That's what this is also click I said. Okay. Sometimes maybe this appears. Then you have to click this. Okay. After this, advanced tab. Click on environment variables button. Here you observe user variables, system variables. Select path variable under user variables, I said. Okay. Now select the path variable under user variables. If the path variable exists, click on edit button. Click on new button. Here, that is you can paste. C drive program file Java JDK 17.0.5 bin. After that, OK. Here also OK. Here also OK. Now it is completed. Now you can open command prompt. Right click, run as administrator. Yes. Here, Java P, java.lang.string. Now anywhere. Suppose E drive, Java P, java.lang.string. Suppose C drive, Java P, java.lang.string. Like this. Suppose path variable not there. Here directly environment, just env if you type, edit the system environment variables. Directly this dialog box also comes. No need of 4-5 steps. Directly 6 step. But some operating system may not work. That's what I'm showing. See here. See these many steps I given. No. Here directly 5th step you can use. Just what you can do is in search bar here, just env if you type, it comes. So directly it comes here. Now suppose path variable not there in your user variables. Then click on new button. Then here type path. Here type that path. If the path variable not there, click on new button and type these two, click on OK buttons. Write that point also. If the path variable does not exist under user variables, then click on new button. If the path variable does not exist, under user variables, then click on new button. If the path variable does not exist under user variables, then click on new button. Type variable name path. Type variable value and click on OK buttons. If the path variable does not exist, then you follow these all. If the path variable does not exist, then does not exist under user variables, then click on add new button. Type variable name path, type variable value, this one. After that, and click on OK buttons. Like this, you have to follow. Path variable is there. Select path variable, follow that first one. Path variable not there, do like this. After writing also, still you are getting Java P is not recognized. That is definitely your mistake only. Okay, maybe one small letter, capital letter place small letter, or hyphen place without hyphen. Suppose your hyphen is there, you written space, then same error comes. And here, suppose here hyphen is not there, you written hyphen, then error. That's what you check in your system. In your system, which version installed, what is the folder name is there, that folder name, write it. Otherwise, open this folder, up to that you copy paste, it is better. Okay, so this one I copy pasted, no? Instead of typing, copy paste, it is better. Okay, here one more thing you observe. Here user variables, system variables are there. User variables for one particular user only, system variables for all users. Here Windows operating system, you can log in with user no here. Here username appears no. That particular user only this is. This is for all users. Here why user variable says if you use system variable more better. But problem is by mistake if any path is deleted, if that path is related to Windows operating system, then next time Windows also may or may not work properly. That is the reason better to go for user variables. Here, if you delete these all also, nothing will happen. Your Windows works. Okay. Suppose here you selected this one. You click the delete button. Next time, if it is related to Windows may not work properly. That will be happen. Here all Windows operating system paths. So by mistake, if you delete any path here, if that path is related to Windows, next time Windows operating system may or may not work properly. That's what, don't touch system variables. Better to go for user variable. If we delete all also, nothing will happen here. These all also delete. Windows works. Windows path is not there. That's what, these all if you delete also, nothing will happen here. But here any one path is deleted. If that path is related to Windows operating system may not work properly. That is the reason don't use system variables. If you are familiar with Windows, whatever you want, you can do. If you are not familiar, don't touch. Okay. But again, otherwise, what will happen if you are unable to do? Again, format, again, you have to install. That will be happen. Okay. Instead of that, use user variables. Okay. That's the difference. User variables are specific to user. System variables are common to all users. That point, if you want to note down. User variables are specific to user and system variables are common to all users. User variables are specific to user and system variables are common to all users. User variables are specific to user and system variables are common to all users. User variables are specific to user and system variables are common to all users. Is it over? Now, this is about Java P. Now, any JDK tool, okay? This is you follow. Next, that our task, whatever I explained, the task I'll explain. See, at the command prompt, javac demo.java. Now after one to topics, I'll explain Eclipse also. You can practice in Eclipse also. Eclipse I'll teach. What is Eclipse? What is Edit Plus? What's the difference? Also I'll teach. Java demo year. Java demo 5. If I enter, so output should be 125. Java demo -5. Then negative number exception. This is my task. Okay. I'll compile like this. I'll execute like this. If I enter a positive number, output should be cube of that number. If I enter negative number, output should be negative number exception. This negative number exception is not there in Java library. We are going to create user defined exception. Okay. Now that program we'll see. I'll ask questions, give me answers. With your answers, I'll write. Okay. All exceptions are in Java language. All exceptions are in Java language. Exception is runtime error, okay. In Java language, classes. All exceptions are in Java language classes. Our exception also must be a class. Our exception also must be a class. Okay. No. Our exception also must be a class. So class name, like this. Negative number exception. We are creating class. Class name, open brace, close brace. You already studied. How many types of exceptions? 2 types. What are those? Checked exception, unchecked exception. Our exception also must be either checked or unchecked. Anyone, you're right. Which are checked exception? If the class is derived from java.lang.exception class, that is checked exception. Which is unchecked exception? If it is derived from runtime exception, that is unchecked exception. I want to create this one as a checked exception. What we have tried? What we have tried? Extends exception. Now it is checked exception. I want unchecked exception. What we have tried? Extends runtime exception. Now it is unchecked exception. Now, first I'll show you checked exception. Checked exception means extends exception. Say, you can create your own exception. All exceptions are classes. Write one class. And there are two types of exception, checked, unchecked. If it is derived from exception class, checked. If it is derived from runtime exception class, unchecked. But you cannot create one more category, either checked or unchecked. One more new category, not possible. Because JVM knows only two. If you want to create one more category, JVM also we have to change. Okay? JVM knows only two types. Category we cannot create. Exceptions n number of create. No. Our exception also must be either checked or unchecked. Now it is checked or unchecked? Checked. Now creating completed. That's it. Empty. No need of writing any code. It is one exception. Okay. Now another class for task purpose. Main method. At the command prompt, we are passing one argument. The argument received by which method? At the command prompt, one argument we are passing. The argument received by which method? Main method. Which format received? String format. How to convert into integer format? ParseInt method. What we have to write? Int x equal to integer dot parseInt args of 0. Now parse like an integer. That number is, if it is positive number, we have to check, we have to display cube. If it is negative number, we have to display exception. Okay. For that, one method I'll write. One method. Method name cube. Method name cube. This is a cube method. You already studied yesterday. parseInt method. parseInt method. Will it throw exception? Yes. Which exception? Number format exception. That is, you have seen at the command prompt. Java p java.lang.integer. How do you know parseInt method throws exception? Seeing this throws keyword only, give an answer. Seeing this throws keyword only, give an answer. Like that, here, throws negative number exception. parseInt method throws which exception? Number format exception. Cube method throws which exception? Like that I written. parseInt method throwing number format exception. Cube method throwing negative number exception. Okay, like that. Like that, throws keyword will apply. I'll explain throws keyword, notes I'll give, description, example, everything I'll give. Present, I applied. Whatever we created here, that is applied to this method. Whatever number format exception is there, that is applied to parseInt method. Here, this method I applied to cube method. Okay. Now, if a greater than 0, system.out.println a into a into a. Else, if it is negative number, then we have to throw exception. You already studied. Whenever exception occurred in a program, then what will be happen? See, how many people are giving answer? 50% also not giving answer. Whenever exception occurs in a program, then what will be happen? Object of related exception class is created by JVM. After that, pass to exception handler, and exception handler code is executed. Which is exception handler? Catch block. Okay. Now, but whenever exception occurred, here object created. Object. We have to create object. Because this is we are creating, that's what we have to create. New negative number exception. Is it like this if I write object created? Yes or no? This type of object is called anonymous object. We can also call unreferenced object. This object passed to exception handler. So throw. Throw, if you write, it will pass out to handler. Now, this is throw keyword usage. Here, throws keyword usage. What's the difference? I'll explain. Now, here, whatever we created exception, I applied to this method. Here, whenever exception occurred, object created, object is throwing. Now, is it instance method or class method? How do you know? There is no static. How many ways to access? What are those? Which class object required? We have to create demo object. Demo D equal to new demo. Now, with this D, we can call cube. What is the return type? Void. Is it returning? No. D dot cube. D dot cube. Okay. It takes one integer. This X. Okay. Now, will it throw exception? Yes. Which exception? Negative number exception. Negative number exception is checked exception or unchecked exception? Checked exception or unchecked exception? Checked exception. Is it compulsory to handle? Yes. If you don't handle, what will happen? File, save. I'll compile. Java C demo.java. Now, my question is, carefully listen and give me answer. Is it syntax error or exception? Is it syntax error or exception? Syntax error? Sure. How many people answer syntax error? Just raise your hand. Online students? How many people answer exception? Just raise your hand. Exception. How many people answer is exception? Those who didn't give answer, what is your answer? Here online, 18 members selected, it is exception. You observe, yesterday, many times I told. Okay. Now, exception means runtime error. Is it compile time error, runtime error? But why they selected 19 members? You observe. 3 points I given. Exception means runtime error. All runtime errors are called exception. All exceptions are runtime errors only. 3 points I given. 3 points I given. So it is syntax error. It is syntax error, not exception. It is syntax error. It is compile time error. But some people not given answer also. Okay. Now, in online, they selected runtime error also. That is exception also selected. You observe. See, here, demo.java, line number 17, error, unreported exception, negative number exception must be caught. See, every statement must be terminated with semicolon. Every statement must be terminated with semicolon. It is a syntax. If we don't write semicolon, syntax error occurred. That is displayed at compile time. That's what it is called, compile time error. Okay. Every checked exception must be handled. If we don't handle, that is syntax error displayed at compile time. That's what compile time error. Every statement must be terminated with semicolon is a syntax. Every checked exception must be handled. That is syntax. Semicolon if we don't write, compile time error. Try catch block if we don't write, compile time error. So it is compile time error. It is syntax error. What system saying must be caught. System is not handling. You write try catch block. It is checked exception. Unchecked exception system handles. Checked exception you ought handle. What compiler checking? Try catch is there or not checking. Try catch not there. That's what system saying. I given that point also. The Java compiler checks try and catch blocks or throws clause for this kind of exception. One point I given. It is checking. After checking, it is asking try catch not there. If semicolon not there, error message comes no. Like that try catch not there. So it is not a exception. Exception when it will occur, runtime. But it is compile time. It is compile time. See, in online, majority people selected runtime exception as compared to syntax error online. But here also, all people not given answer. People not given answer, but they are checked also not selected, unchecked also not selected. Which category those people? We observe. It is one more category, no? Not checked, not unchecked. They didn't select answer. Many are there. See, here, every statement must be terminated with semicolon. Is it syntax or not? Yes. Every checked exception must be handled. It is also syntax. If we don't write semicolon, semicolon expected. If we don't write try catch block expected. That meaning try catch block expected must be caught. System asking for try catch block. System, it is not throwing exception. Exception will be thrown at runtime. When it now here in this program, when exception will occur, if the number is negative number. If the number is negative number, here checking. If a greater than 0, printing. Otherwise, throwing. But number also I didn't pass. Any number I passed? Without passing number only, we will throw exception. After passing number, if it is negative number, it will throw. After passing number, then whether it is positive number, negative number, it will check. If it is negative number, it will throw. But till I didn't pass number, how it will occur negative number exception? Negative number exception when it occurs, if it is negative number. When it will check negative or positive after passing number. Any number I passed? I didn't pass number also. Then how it will occur negative number exception? It is not exception. It is syntax error. How to solve this error? We have to write try catch blocks. So now this cube method, will it throw exception? Yes. How do you know? How do you know? Throws keyword. Which exception? Negative number exception. Is it checked exception or unchecked exception? How do you know that it's checked? Extends exception. Is it mandatory to handle checked exception? Yes. If you don't handle, what will happen? That is occurred. That is occurred. It is compile time error. Okay. How to solve this error? We have to write try catch block. Here, this line must be in try catch blocks. This line must be in try catch block. Now I'll write. Only this line you can write, or 3 lines also you can write. Complete. Not a problem. Try. But that particular line is compulsory. Remaining optional. Catch negative number exception. Here, ne.print stack trace. It is default method. Compilation. Now, see, compilation success. Now, execution. You observe. Here, Java demo. Demo class loaded. Here, I'll pass 5. I'll pass 5. The 5 received here. Main, say demo class loaded. Main method called. 5 received here. 5 extracted here. 5 parsed like an integer here. Object created for demo class with that cube method called. That 5 copied here. 5 greater than 0. True. 5 into 5 into 5, 125. Java demo. minus 5. Minus 5 received here. Minus 5 extracted here. Minus 5 passed here. Minus 5 received here. False. Then object created. Object will be thrown. Catch block will catch. Then with that error message displayed. Negative number exception. Like this working. Now, how many types of exceptions are there? What are those? Checked exception. Checked exception is a compile time error. Is it right or wrong? Checked exception is a compile time error. Is it right or wrong? See, observe different answers coming and some more people thinking also still. Checked exception is a compile time error. Is it right or wrong? How many people answer wrong? Okay, online students. How many people answer right? How many people answer right? See, many people not given. Many people not given. That means you are not concentrating. Why you are unable to give answer? You are not concentrating. Now, repeatedly I am explaining, you observe. Repeatedly, 3, 4 times, 5 times also. Now, you studied. Exception means runtime error. All runtime errors are, all exceptions are, checked exception also. Checked exception is runtime error only, no? But this is also you are getting confusion. You observe. You observe. All exceptions are checked exception also, unchecked exception also. But that is only asked. Checked exception is compile time error? No. Questions different angles comes in interview. You should be ready for any question. Answer there only. You are getting confusion. Reason, not concentrating. If you concentrate, you will not get a confusion. I am asking question different angle, but answer there only, no? How many types of exception? 2 types. Checked exception is compile time error, runtime error. Unchecked exception, all exceptions are, that's it. That is only. Checked exception is a compile time error is wrong. Checked exception must be handled. If you don't handle, compile time error occurs. But that point different, this point different, no? You take care. If you concentrate, you'll understand. Otherwise, not possible. Okay? Programming language not easy. It is not HTML. Okay? HTML is very simple, no? HTML within a 1 day you can learn. Okay? HTML class you have seen. HTML, what is there? Only tag, attribute, tag, attribute. That's it. But here, so many logics are there. So many logics. Okay? Programming language not so easy. You need to put more efforts. More efforts required. Lots of practice required, efforts required. You have to listen with more concentration. See, coding jobs not so easy. Okay? But coding, more growth will be there. You will get a good designation also. You will get a good package also. Skilled persons are very less. So, you are saying jobs are not there. Companies are saying skilled persons are not there. This is happening. If you have a skill, there is a job. If you have a skill, there is a job. That's what. Put efforts, work hard. Always listen, 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 and think. Thinking power is important. Now, here, once again, you observe execution process, you observe. Compilation, success, execution. I'm passing 9. Then demo class loaded. Main method called. 9 received by main method here. 9 extracted. 9 parsed like integer. Object created. 9 passed to cube method. Received. that 9 greater than 0. True. 9 cube displayed. Now, Java demo minus 8. Demo class loaded. Main method called. Minus 8 received. Minus 8 extracted. Minus 8 passed like an integer. Object created. Minus 8 passed to cube method. Received. Minus 8 greater than 0. False. Then object created. This object passed to catch block. This object passed to catch block. Who will pass? Throw keyword will pass. Throw keyword will throw. Catch keyword will catch. That's what names are like that. Okay. Throw keyword throwing. Suppose if you don't write throw, object created, but catch block not received. Then error message will not come. Throw keyword only will throw. Catch keyword only will catch. This will catch. Here this method implicitly present. That method called. With that error message displayed. That is negative number exception. Okay. Now, checked exception is a compile time error or runtime error? Runtime error. Unchecked exception, runtime error. All exceptions, runtime errors. Okay. All runtime errors are exception. Compile time error, can I call can I call exception? No. Logical error, can I call exception? No. All exceptions are runtime errors only. That's it. Okay. Write it. Program to create and handle checked exception. Program to create and handle checked exception. Program to create and handle checked exception. So after exception handling, Java is nothing, very simple. If you remember all these all points. Further Java nothing. This is only last topic for language. After that, application part. Application part very simple. If you are perfect in language part. Online students, listen the class, write the notes. Is it over? So it is a default method. It is called with that error message comes. Print stack trace. Is it completed? Now if I remove try catch block, will it compile? If I remove try catch block, will it compile? No, because it is which exception? Checked exception. Is it compulsory to handle? If you don't handle, what will happen? Compile time error occurs. Is it checked exception is compile time error? No. Checked exception, if you don't handle, compile time error occurs. Okay. Now, here, I want to make it this is unchecked exception. What are the changes required? Extends runtime exception. Now this exception is checked or unchecked? Is it compulsory to handle? No. If I don't handle, also it will compile. Reason? System handles implicitly. See, file, save. See, 5 cube minus 9. See, handled. Implicitly handled. I didn't write try catch block. Handled. Okay, this is. Write this one also. Program to create unchecked exception. Program to create unchecked exception. Unchecked exception. Program to create unchecked exception. So in this program, we created unchecked exception, only little bit change. Extends exception means checked. Extends runtime exception means unchecked. Extends exception is there, compulsory try catch. Extends runtime exception is there, no need to write. Okay, that's the difference. Checked, unchecked. Is it over? Now, about throw keyword, throws keyword, I have to explain, not completed. Is it completed? Now, next write it, throw keyword. Throw keyword. It is used to pass an object of exception class to a catch block. It is used to pass an object of exception class to a catch block. It is used to pass an object of exception class to a catch block. It is used to pass an object of exception class to a catch block. So what throw keyword will do? It will throw the object. Then who will receive? Catch. Okay, that's it. If you create your own exception, then if you want to throw, this is required. But already thousands of exception, already Java people develop, Java developer only prepared. No need to create. This understanding throws keyword purpose only program I given. Generally, exception, thousands of exception already prepared. Okay. Throws. Suppose if I open Java library, whether it is throwing exception or not, how will identify? Throws keyword. That purpose throws. So here in a Java library, what will happen? This part is hidden. Body part will not be there. No? Only this line appears. Only this line appears. But seeing that line, whether it is throwing exception or not, you can give with throws keyword only. If throws keyword is not there here, can you give answer? That is the reason throws. This exception we applied to this method. No, it is used to apply an exception to a method. It is used to apply an exception to a method. It is used to apply an exception to a method. It is also used to handle. It is also used to handle exception. It is used to apply an exception to a method. It is also used to handle exception. Now how? I'll explain. Now you observe. This exception I applied here. That is called applying. Now, is it checked exception or unchecked exception? Checked exception. Is it compulsory to handle? If it don't handle, what will happen? Compile time error occurs. See, compile time error occurs. It is compile time error occurred. Handling. I said it is also used to handle exception. Actually, there are two ways to handle. Note on. There are two ways to handle exception. First one, by using try and catch blocks. Second one, by using throws clause. There are two ways to handle exception. First one by using try and catch blocks. Second one by using throws clause. So handling exception, two ways are there. With try catch block also possible, with throws also possible. First one by using try and catch blocks. First one by using try and catch blocks. Example. First one by using try and catch blocks. Example. That is, say just what you can do, try, catch, negative number exception. Ne dot print stack trace. It is default method. This is, if I compile, will it compile? Yes. See, we got error. I'll compile now. It will compile. So this is one way to handle. Now, example, only main method write it example. Only this code write it. This is one way to handle. Is it completed? This is one way to handle exception. One more way. Say, I'll remove this file, save. If I compile, will it compile? No. That error message complete, you read, you observe. Unreported exception, negative number exception must be caught. Must be caught means try catch blocks. Declared to be thrown means throws. System only saying no, either write try catch or write throws. So I'll write throws here. Throws, negative number exception. I'll write. Now it will compile. But your doubt is how it will handle. Again, throws, throw word, throwing only again, no? But how it will handle? I'll explain. Write it. Second one, by using throws clause. by using throws clause. Example. Second one, by using throws clause. CLAUSE. It is not a block clause. Okay. Not Java class also. In English, blocks, clause, that type. Clause. It is one line we are writing. That's what it is called clause. That is open brace, close brace you are writing. That's what it is called block. Okay. Here, open brace, close brace we are not writing. One line you are writing. That's what throws clause. Now, write this example. Only this main method write it. Only this part write it enough. Over. See, this is one more way to handle. Actually, what is happening here? Actually, which method throwing exception? Which method throwing exception? Cube method throwing exception. Cube method throwing. Which method will handle? Main method. That is, suppose cube method throwing, main method handled with a try catch block. Suppose if you write throws, what will happen? Cube method throwing, main method received. What main method is doing? Main method also throwing. Because throws keyword means throwing only actually. But implicitly Java compiler will add try catch if you write throws. So what is the meaning of this line is, what we are saying to compiler, I am not writing try catch block, you write try catch block. Then compiler will write that meaning. Okay. We are informing to compiler, I am not writing, you write. Then it will handle. At last, what is handled? Catch block only will catch. Okay. Just note down. In this approach, Java compiler implicitly provides try and catch blocks. In this approach, Java compiler implicitly provides try and catch blocks. In this approach, Java compiler implicitly provides try and catch blocks. In this approach, Java compiler implicitly provides try and catch blocks. Say, if we use, how many ways are there to handle? 2 ways. What are those? By using try and catch block, by using throws clause. See, first way, by using try and catch blocks. Then cube method throwing object. Main method will catch. With catch, it is handled. Over. Here, second way, cube method throwing object. Main method received. Again, it is throwing object. Then who will handle? Catch block only. But where is catch block? Implicitly. So, we are informing to compiler, I am not writing try catch block, you write try catch block. Then it will provide try catch block with that handle. Suppose if I assign one work to you, you will assign to one more person, that type. Okay. Actually, our duty, we have to write. But what we are saying, we are assigning to compiler. Compiler will handle. At last handle, no? That is handling. But doubt is throws keyword, how it will handle. If throws keyword will not handle actually, catch keyword only will handle. But we are saying to compiler to write try catch block. That is the concept. Okay. Now, total how many keywords? 5 keywords. How many completed? Finally block. That is, we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow, after this, Java streams and serialization application part begins. So up to today class, whatever I taught, you have to prepare and come. Tomorrow onwards, all required. Application. Language is completed. Language is completed. Tomorrow onwards, application part. Every program with your answers only I'll write. I'll ask question, you have to give answer with your answer, I'll write. Okay. Upcasting, downcasting, auto boxing, auto unboxing, whatever you studied, all first class to today class. Prepare and come. We'll see continuation tomorrow.